Fight Live returns to Channel 5 this Friday. Two of Britain's most exciting super lightweights collide at London's legendary York Hall. Don't miss Eubank vs Farrell this Friday on Channel 5.
I'm going to share something with you that might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed at my wife or something completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.
Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Liam Williams, thank you for giving me some of your time. I know you're in a rush. Does it feel good to be back?
Yeah, very good, mate. You know, this comeback used up a lot of mental energy for me because I knew I had to put on a good performance. I knew, essentially, I knew I had to win, or realistically, where do I go? So there was obviously a lot of build-up of emotion in the run-up to this fight. So I'm just relieved it's over. To be honest, I'm back to winning ways now. It was a decent performance. I believe it was a stoppage. You know, no, people don't really stop that guy. So I'm just happy that we can kind of put that behind us now and we can move on to some real fights.
Obviously, we spoke only a couple of days ago, and we spoke a lot about kind of where you were mentally. Sitting in the change room, I'd love to know where you were even about an hour ago, because like I said at the time, you've had bigger fights and better fights than this. But just kind of where were you mentally walking out for this? Because you'll have bigger fights in the future, but just kind of your mental state walking out.
I actually had a bit of a chip in my shoulder. I thought I was almost a bit, I can't think of the fucking...
A bit dismissive of it, or not?
Yeah, I can't think of the word. But I was in that change room. I was actually quite pissed off. Like, no disrespect, why am I boxing in York Hall? I shouldn't. It's a great place, and I'm happy that the boxing was up. But from the levels that I've been, you know, as I said, no disrespect to the people who are boxing, yeah, but I've been at a higher level, and to come here was a bit of a kick in the balls for me, to be honest with you. And I was just eager to prove to the people and, you know, the viewers and everything else that I'm ready to go back in some big fights now.
Is it a great place to box when you're 8-0? Is essentially what you're saying. But obviously you are past that stage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. As I said, with, you know, no disrespect, it's a great place for people coming through. You know, I value myself as, you know, my world title contender, and hopefully in the next 12 to 18 months maybe I can challenge for another and hopefully win one. So that's the goal, you know.
Every fighter says the same thing to me when they kind of take a bit of time off and then they come back. They say you cannot replace that buzz. Like I said, bigger fights to come, but just kind of that buzz of getting that win tonight. Did you kind of feel, yeah, this is exactly where I belong?
Yeah, definitely. And obviously it was a good vibe in there tonight as well. It was good, very good atmosphere. I was in there and it was like they kind of on top of you in the ring, and but I like that. I like that kind of you know, feel to a fight. I even like that in the spar. You know, if there's like a lot of people there and everybody's getting you going, I'm like, that's my type of, because I'm fiery, obviously, as you probably know. But there's not really a great deal to say other than I'm just very, very happy to be back.
Well, one more thing, you know what IFL's about. We like a bit of beef. And I said to you a couple of days ago, you're a man who don't mince his words. Any fighters you're after? You got a free reign here, free platform, call someone.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm just going about it the right way this time. I'm not going to call anybody out. I'm not going to disrespect anybody. But in all honesty, I feel like I'm ready for whoever they put in front of me. You know, let's go. The goal is to fight for a world title. So, you know, I'm not going to get that straight away. So if I get a couple of people along the way, you know, British guys, European guys, whatever it may be, just give them to me and I'll deal with them.
Fight Live returns to Channel 5 this Friday. Two of Britain's most exciting super lightweights collide at London's legendary York Hall. Don't miss Eubank vs Farrell this Friday on Channel 5.
I'm going to share something with you that might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed at my wife or something completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.